it's always weird to start these off, but hello everyone. Hello everybody, and welcome to a new style of video that I'm doing on the channel. Normally I've just done gaming, Dungeons and Dragons, things like that. But we're actually going to be sort of changing up a little bit on the channel. I don't really know what I want to upload game-wise. I feel like I just want to do edits here and there, but even with that, I work full-time, so it hasn't been a stuck-to schedule at all, and I kind of just stream here and there, so shameless Twitch plug down below in the description. I'll put it on the screen now. But what I'm going to be starting doing is reselling. I've been watching a few people do it, I guess, like Chase After the Right Price, Phoenix Resales, more locally, the Aussie Flipper. Yeah, the Aussie Flipper, that's who I've been watching the last few nights. Yeah, really, it's something I really want to get into. I don't know, just a hobby that I kind of didn't realize I had and wanted to do. So yeah, I guess what I'm going to try and do is document the journey, do a video once a week, once a fortnight, probably more likely, because as I said, I do work like full time pretty much. When I can, I'd love to like sort of document me going around to like different op shops, markets, if we can, like flea markets and stuff. I've bought a few things sort of for this. Got the Rode, whatever this is, so it'll plug into my phone, which we're going to test in a minute, and pretty much going to set that up with my Rode mics, so then we can use these on the go. So yeah, I'll show a few more things I bought in a second, but pretty much I guess the goal for this is to just sort of make it a little bit of a side hustle, so it's like a little bit extra cash, but also sort of like a project to do more for my YouTube channel, I guess, to actually have something to upload. And so I'm going to be doing more streams, I guess, like doing this. I have just hundreds and hundreds of games. Documenting these games, I can show some of the list on the screen, is just like, this is just a small stack. Like I've got probably like 100 games on my desk right now that have been there since I went on holiday and come back, and all I thought about while I've been on holiday is just piling these games and stacking them and documenting what I have. That's something that I'm going to be doing now for the channel and for streams and such. So going through games, maybe doing sales and buys, and you know, seeing if people want to sell collections and things like that. A Facebook market post that I'm about to put up. I've already bought a few things, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do this whole thing, but I've kind of like forced myself. It's like literally 12:02 in the morning and I'm like, I'm going to film this because today, or I guess technically yesterday, as of 3 minutes ago, I put up my first eBay sales. And so we're going to go through that, talk about all that in a minute, and just everything like that. But let's first go through the things I've bought to sort of help me, I guess, on this. So for starters, as I said, I got the Rode SC15 lightning accessory cable, which will plug into my phone with the receiver, and then I'll have the mic clipped onto me. So when I do walking around my room, or if I'm going out and about and going to flea markets and stuff, we'll be able to record and have a good mic. A few basic things I bought. I've got stickers, I've got dividers. I'm going to use those to divide my games up so it's easy for me to pull out of different tubs in the storage. Me and Chloe are working on a way now how we want to store everything so it's nice and easy. At the moment, it's just going to be tubs, but down the line, I'd love to have bookcase shelves or storage square containers, things like that. Another key purchase I bought, because some of the games I have horrible cases. I, on eBay, had a look and found, shout out to gamesweplayed.com.au. I bought some PS2 cases off them so I can use those to fix up some of the broken cases I have. I have a lot of PS2 games, so I feel like this is going to be the best. I don't know if these work for like PS4 games, PS3 games, or anything like that. But so far, my main sales will be the PS2 games until I can get to the PS4 games, because I have hundreds of PS2 games. I think it's around 180. So I bought stickers to use to color coordinate my games, so I know the prices of them, and I'm going to use these to put them into certain tubs. But pretty much the green ones are games on Game Eye that are under $10. The blue stickers are games that are $11 to $30 on Game Eye. The yellow are $31 to $49, and then red is for $50 and above. Obviously, I've been using a lot of the green stickers because lots of these games are very, very low in, they don't cost a lot at all. And so most of those will go into bundles or trade-ins for more stock. So I'm pretty sure that's all I've bought so far for the business, for the resale business. But I have spent hours and hours and hours, and I'll show a little bit of it. But I've made an amazing Excel spreadsheet that is pretty much my go-to for everything. And it shows me everything I have. I've got the price, the quality. So if I've got the complete in box, or if it's just a disc, or if it's the box and the disc, or if it's just the manual in the box, I've got all that in there. So I've got a sorting system. I've got how much value everything's worth, how much I paid for it, Most of it's just nothing except for the few things I bought, which I'll go into in a minute. And then I've got where I'm going to be putting it. So it's a nice, awesome system. I've also been using Obsidian. Obsidian is my favorite program I've ever found online. I've spent some money getting a few things for it because it's a free program, but there's a few things you can do to upgrade it, and it's amazing. I'm not sponsored, but God, Obsidian, hit me up for a sponsorship. I love your program. I use it for my D&D. I use it for this. I use it for just taking notes on things in everyday life. When I was doing game development, I used it for that. And currently, yeah, I'm using it to track every sale I buy, extra eBay information, things I'm learning, because I'm obviously new to all of the eBay and Facebook Marketplace stuff. When I find out that stuff, I'm just noting it all down. Obsidian, amazing program. I might put a link in the description if I remember, but yeah, worth checking out if you want to take notes or do anything really where you want to keep information tracked. And I guess the goal for this series, as well as to just like upload content, do a few things like that, is I want the journey to sort of be documented, but I want to see if I can do from now, so pretty much the start of July, to the end of the year, I want to try and do $5,000 in sales. I think that would be a really cool little goal for me as a side project, as a side hustle. Cool to document it and just see how far we get with it all. So now the fun bit, as I was saying, all the games I have here, and I'll show some video piles now. And it's a mess. We're gonna spend an hour or two after this video cleaning the entire room, which I've been needing to do. But pretty much everything I have, I already owned, or is a family members that they don't want and they've given to me to just flip. A few things I've said I'll flip for them and just give them the money because like it's all just learning for me. But there is 2 deals I've already done on Facebook Marketplace I did before I left on my first holiday. I'll show a screenshot now of the first one I did. So this was for some PS2 games. I got 14 PS2 games for $80. A pretty good deal. She wanted 140 at the start, and I offered 80 because it definitely wasn't worth 140. I asked about the quality and she said some have scratches, and that's an understatement on a few of them. Lots of them had like stickers and things on them, which you'll see, and it definitely has made the quality go down a little bit. But she was pretty firm on 140 and she dropped it to 120. I'll post a screenshot of our chat here. And then I just saw she dropped it again. So I'm like, hey, just let you know if you do drop it again to 80, like feel free to hit me up. I'll get it. She did message back with something else, and I didn't really know how to reply. I felt a little bad, so I just gave it a thumbs up, I think, from memory. But then she did say, hey, if you want to come get it for 80, come get it. And I was like, perfect. When I got it, I definitely learned that I need to ask for more pictures, because there was a few games that definitely had more scratches than she had let on. But the few games I have listed, which are behind me, and I'll show in a sec, they have all worked, and they are the higher priced games that I am selling for hopefully a profit. So we'll go through everything, and then I'll leave the free games I've listed till last. Now these are the Game I prices, and they're subject to change. And when you look on eBay and you check the recently sold and the currently listed, it can be quite different, as I've already found. But in my document, I've just done the Game I prices to start with everything, so I can see around where it's looking at. But there's definitely, in future, I'm gonna check eBay, I think, first, because on the recent solds for some of these games, you can get crazy deals. But Game I prices, under $10, we have Thrillville, The Sims 2, The Sims, and The Sims 2 Pets. So they were the 4 games that she sold me that were under $10 on Game I. Then we have our $11 to $30 where we've got SSX Tricky. And let me tell you, I don't know if this is gonna come across. This was the game that I thought, man, this is gonna be the one that sells really well. You can kind of see how scratched that is there. It's worse in person. I also realized when I was looking at this game, in America, it's worth like $50. And I was clearly looking at the American version. When I looked at the PAL version, the UK version, this game was only worth $21. So I thought, man, I had screwed up. I hadn't though. Then we also have GTA San Andreas, which is nice. I actually had a disc for this already, so I just used the disc from my one. We have a better case here, so that was really good. I've got a better set for that. The Herbs, Sims in the City, Celebrity Deathmatch, Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, Metropolis, and Harvest Moon. And I'm pretty sure this is a special edition. I'm pretty sure this is actually worth a little bit too, but on eBay it's worth more. But I haven't done the full look on this yet. So these are the last 3 games, and these are the 3 games I've listed on eBay already. So we have Jaws Unleashed and Playboy the Mansion. Hilarious that Ubisoft made this. I cannot believe that. They are from $11 to $30. But over the $50, which I found, and this is why I bought the entire thing, was Teen Titans, which was over $50. I saw it was $55 at the time. So for listing the items, we have Playboy the Mansion. I've put it up for $15. Not that great. The disc was a little scratched, but I've tried a few things. I'm testing that they pay for postage. Yeah, it came with the disc and everything, and like I put it was alright quality, but there was a lot of scratches. Yeah, it was a bit concerning. We put Jaws. Now Jaws, I've thought, and I've written down 27. Is actually worth about 60 to 80 bucks depending on the quality. So I've put it up for 60 on the lower end. It was a little stressful because when I put it in, it didn't run. And so I was like, damn, I've missed out and I'll probably just have to sell the case in that. But I gave it a clean, so the disc is all good. It's a little scratched and I've written that in the sale, but it runs, it plays, I was able to play it. It's a weird game, but hey, it works. So 60 bucks hopefully. But the cash cow of the sale, Teen Titans, we put up for 65. It recently sold for 70 to 90 depending on where you got it. The quality of this is great. There is literally one mark on the back, like a little thing, but it's not even a proper rip. The manual's very good. It's got a little bit of warping on the paper there, but honestly, pretty much perfect condition. I might even swap out the blue case with one of the new ones, just because I want it to be perfect, more perfect condition. But I put its condition is very good, so there is very little anything on it, and it plays fine. So that is hopefully the purchase that makes my entire money back, and then everything else after that is pretty much just profit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm listing these games first, the ones I bought, to sort of give myself an idea on money turnaround from the $80 I spent to the profit I get. I'll have the totals on screen that side now, so how much I spent and the total of the added games value on what I'm putting up on eBay. And the second sale I bought was an interesting one, very weird. I only spent $5 and I got a few things. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't think I have a screenshot like I did the last one, but I got a few like random demos and stuff. I got this case. So this was a case sale. He only sold me cases. This case, they went why I got it. I got it for the Dino Den case, because Dino Den on PS2, the case, so Dino Den on PS2, the case and manual goes for around $20 without the disc. So that's very interesting. I'm going to be replacing this case. You can see it's got a lot of gross grot on there, and that's why I bought these. I think these are going to be so perfect because there's nothing wrong with the behind the case, the actual paper behind the case. The manual's in really great condition. So I think buying these was such a good investment. It was very cheap for 10 of them, and so I'll probably buy more in bulk next time to get it even cheaper. It was just sort of wanting to test the quality. So $20 plus the extra other cases, which I thought even if I don't use the covers and that, I can just strip away the paper and use the cases. $5. It'll be interesting to see if I make a profit on that. So from the free listings, I've already had a few views. On the Teen Titans game, there was someone who's put a watch on it, so they're looking at it. I'm not exactly 100% sure what it means. I think it's more if I change price or if somebody puts, I'm not 100% sure, but I've already sent them an offer. I sent, hey, happy to do this for 60, you get $5 off. Looking forward to hear from you. So if they do that, awesome. If not, I'm still want to leave it a couple of days anyway, because I don't really want to go below 60 for that one, unless somebody maybe offered like 55 or 50. I could maybe be persuaded if it's been more than a week, but at the moment, I just want to see it go strong. I'm going to try and get the rest of the games listed over the next day or two from that batch, and then I want to start obviously getting all the other games on the table over there. Let's set this up and go for a wander. Okay, well, we seem to be going. That's me. So this is my desk right now. It's a little bit of disgrace. We've got our piles over here, which wasn't as messy, but we're working on it. I actually got that with the cases. He just kind of left it in the box, and I don't know why. So now that's my money bag for now for the project. But over here, we have our tubs down here. So this is the keep games that I'm not going to get rid of and not sell. But then we've got our piles. So we've got our more expensive pile here, and then all the way to our cheaper games. We've got our eBay setup. This is the other thing I bought, which was like, I think $2. I already had this. A good mate of mine gave it to me. Shout out James. We've got controllers and other things. The SingStar mics, I'm about to put in a bundle with all the SingStar games. So that's going to be gone hopefully soon. And then we've got all our consoles. So pretty much I'm going to use one of each console for testing games, which is great. But if I come into more consoles, then yeah, I'll look to sell them as well. I have every PlayStation, so we've got the PS1, I've got the PS2 set up because I've been using it, the PS3, the PS4 underneath those, and over there on the ground, we've got the PS5 because I haven't used it in a while. I have a printer. I got this for $50 off Facebook Marketplace like 2 months ago, and it's going to come in clutch for when I need to print stuff. I set it up the other day. Thank God it works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this start to the journey. It's kind of okay. In future videos will probably be me going out and things. Some weeks it may just be more like this when I don't have time. As I said a few times, I work full time and I stream, so there's lots of times I won't be free to do that, but hopefully I can go out and get more games, consoles, old control, like all that stuff I'd love to do. If you're in Victoria and you are wanting to sell, hit me up in the comments below. Hit me up on Discord. There'll be a Discord link below. Happy for you to message me on that. Prefer non-time wasters, and I'm not going to be buying your Pokemon games for $4,000 because I'm just small and starting out. It's more if you have like little collections and things that you want to sell. Down the line, I'd love to be able to make those deals like Chase does. I think Chase After the Right Price has really put me in the wrong headspace because I see all the awesome deals they do, and I definitely would love to do that, but obviously that's a long time away, if even at all. But shout out to everybody who's made it this far. We'll see how I go with it. We'll see how if I can even do it till December. Hopefully I can make more videos like this and find time to edit and everything. If the videos are late, I'm sorry in advance. I get busy. But no, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.